Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back for another day of Astrogravitational reporting here. For those who's watching just the first 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, however it's is, giving you the rundown of the energy in there. We have it at the moon in Pisces, and since the moon is going to be disengaged from Saturn, after you learned within your intuitions, what is it preventing you within yourself? What it's preventing you to be doing things? You're looking for other mysteries. You're finding mystery situations. After you find what you're missing, whether you're finding the truth, finding some real things that goes on within yourself, the moon is going to be transiting to Pisces, but it's going to be after kind of like a most like pretty much like after 1 p.m. You're going to be feeling the energy of intensity over Mars. This is about you need to understand that sometimes when you find the truth, you might gonna get mad, agitated, aggravations, and so on about the certain truths. And when you're finding a certain truths in there, when you're finding a certain things from within yourself, you maybe get these energies of agitations, but don't bring that agitations towards other people, but looking at from within yourself. This is why the moon merged with Saturn. You to look at it behind the veil, you to look at it behind the situations, and especially that right now we are having this sun squaring Neptune, which is the authority. It's kind of like a lack of point of directions in there. Only direction is right now from the universe. And as a masculine energy is going to feel this intensity from within, adding to the intensity from Venus being opposing Uranus right now, and all these revaluations about what is more important to me, my dignity, my value, and my beautiful experience on earth, or the things and the money and the situations I have to get from others with me and dealing with others, or have this experience that you need to find within yourself. Currently, Venus has no other aspects except that opposition, so it is about you to look deep inside of yourself as a feminine energies with this. But most important, what happens is at the end of the day, which is about like 10, 11 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Virgo opposing the moon. Don't go to bed with intense or intensified energies. Let it go. Heal what you did not know. You might be getting these intense energies because of things that you did not know in the past. Now you know them. Now you can correct yourself and heal from it. But if you kind of like getting mad and so on and so on, you bring your intentions and your focus into the lower realms energies, and that's not going to leading to anything good. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to give you the chart. Here we go. This is your chart for the day. As you see it here in the morning, talking about the divine energies are going to be present. Mid-heaven, there is a that Libra still have these divine energies telling you should seek the balance. You should seek this balance. You should seek this relationship that brings you the things inside of you first, and then the relationship with others. Four very beautiful energies with Mars and the ascendant in there. But as you see it right in here, as the moon moves, and there is this square with the ascendant. And what that tells you, it's like a little bit of warning light is gonna comes in. It's like be mindful about this energy. Okay, it's too good to be truth. It's too good to be the things, but there is also something in there, like a red flag, that's gonna trigger within you. Okay, and this is a kind of like the energies of the morning that it's gonna be coming up. In the next hour, which is going to be at 8 o'clock, midheaven is going to be exiting Libra. That is going to be opposing Jupiter and Pluto and aligning for the north and the south node. And you're going to be looking at what with this has been done. What is your past experiences telling you with the new experiencing that you're getting? Who can change the new experience is you. And since the ascendant is pretty much together with the sun is still not for it. You're gonna find out that the authority is kind of like not there yet. So basically, if you go to work, you may gonna find your boss is not at work, or your boss is gonna be late. The authority is gonna be not there for situations and so on, and you don't know what to do. What you need to do is look at the best case you can do within yourself to maintain the balance and the work that it needs to be completed and done. Mercury retrograde and Jupiter are doing a very good job because right now you are doing these revaluations, talking about this blue triangle down below. That energy is going to be incredibly powerful of revaluations. So if you do a revaluations, revaluate the whole year, revaluate the growth, revaluate the failure. It was just a lesson, not a sentence, and revaluate where you've been and where you are. Take a look at yourself. Where were you a year ago, 2 years ago? Where were you 10 years ago? And now, okay? This is going to help you to grow tremendously. So, talking about the next hour, that is going to be at 9 o'clock. Intense energies is going to be focused within what's going on within the feminine energies. The feminine energies, I don't want this, I don't want that, and it's not going the way it is. And the universe is like, no, 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 no. You're going to need this. And it's pushing you there. I said that. Be mindful what you do with this energies inside of yourself, because the more you're resisting the universe, the more the universe is going to be put pressures on you. So, whatever you're thinking about right now with your love, within your relationship, within your situations in there, is to learning the depth you are. But if you get this energy of the universe and you go deep within the underworld, within a shadow, and allow the universe to expand in there within a shadow, you're putting the light. You're gonna be learning to put love where the love was not existing before within yourself. And this is gonna be one of the best things that you can do personally to yourself, but also through all these revaluations, you're gonna understand the power of love. Since pretty soon the moon and Venus, they're going to have this beautiful trine that's going to be leading to a lot of emotions. You may be going to find out things that has been done behind the shadow, things that has been you've been suffering, maybe things that happened in your childhood, and then you are suffering now because of the childhood, and now you're fixing on those. But it's going to take some emotions. Maybe you can go ahead and cry about it, you can release it and let it go. But this energy between the moon and Venus is going to be very, very powerful, helpful in this case. All right, talking about the next hour, that's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning. Midheaven, your work it's that you're doing is going to be seeking these limitations. But the limitations is going to be telling you need to go this different route. We've been talking about this for a while. We're talking about when a Venus is going to be coming here at the end of Scorpio. That is going to be this beautiful, beautiful wings that are made. And that is going to be involving Pluto, Uranus, and Saturn, and Venus, of course. And that is going to be bringing that what you're doing right now within your feminine energies in there, you to find that you were suppressing things because your feminine energies were suppressed. Now you put that love from the universe in there. You put the light within the darkness. You're going to find out the reason and the situations that you're going to grow, and you're going to get your wings to fly through life. Of course, it's going to need some transformation. The ascendant is together with Pluto. As you see it, everything that the visions is going to comes in. You're doing it this for what? You do your inner work, which is that is a midheaven here of your head, of what you see, which is the ascendant. So whatever you do, you're going to be able to see it at the same time. But at the same time, the visions that are coming into you from the ascendant is going to be to tell you why is the purpose of you doing this. All right, so talking about later on at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be very beautiful. It's sending these divine energies with Uranus. Currently, this divine energies with Uranus has been very powerful. But at the same time, the ascendant there is at Aquarius is going to be trigger this Venus situations. Is like you're looking at in the past, and if you're acting within the past, how you going to be within the new? How you going to be bringing that? How you going to break those patterns? If you're stuck into the old is going to be put more pressure into the energies. And you're going to see that those energies are coming and put more pressures into Uranus. But if you look at those energies, midheaven and Mars, together also with the Sun, they are bringing that energies up here towards you. You need to take that divine courage inside of you. Because it takes a divine courage to go down there into the underworld and shine the light when there exists. You have to go ahead and put the love within yourself, whereas nobody loves you. You may be in a dark spot right now, okay? But also that looking at within you. If you are in a relationship partnership, you're probably looking at in a partnership what I did not do in there, what is not going on within this. Energies. And the universe tells you, I'll teach you. Take it easy. Right now, don't oppose me. Because you oppose me, I'm going to oppose you. You don't want that. And talking about exactly about these energies, later on when the ascendant it moves with Pisces, you see that the moon is beginning to trine to Venus. That is a mother-daughter energies, but that works with Jupiter. That is a one of the mother who says like, you know what, I had a similar experience, but you need to grow with this. You are born for this. This is what the feminine energies are going to be looking at in there. Also, the intuition is going to be guiding you within the mysteries that happens in the underworld. Okay. And you need to understand when you know what you're doing currently, it's going to be much better than opposing and not knowing and panicking and stay in the same spot. Okay, so right now, use this power of the moon, of that intuitions, that brings this mystery to help you to find the exit out of the underworld that you are in. So talking about this in the next hour, the ascendant is going to be at Aries is going to be squaring Pluto. Changes are need, transformations are need, but who has to change is you. Midheaven is at Capricorn, very professional oriented. Can you be a professional towards you? For example, the expectations when someone does something for you, can you have the same expectations towards your own self? Okay, especially that Mercury retrograde right now. It's here with Jupiter retrograde, because most of the people, what do? They have so much requirements, so much things that want everything to be perfect when the others do things for them. But you don't have the same requirements from you towards others. And when the others have that expectations, what are you going to do? How is going to be your performance? How is going to be your behavior within yourself? And that is going to be a big trigger to some for it, but that's how it goes. But the energy is good for that. And specifically talking about this in the next hour, since the which is that's going to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Midheaven is a very close to Pluto, and all this energy, as you see it, how beautiful it is, how beautiful that energy is. But you see that the beginning of this squaring towards Mars right now is that intuitions that will look at it towards the masculine energies. Oh, well, that's not good. That's not right. That's not going to be. That's not what it is. Be mindful about those energies in there, in the family relationships. This could be applied to a mother-son relationships. That's going to apply to son-in-law, for example, relationships that, oh, he's not good, he's not great, and it's not on and so on. And that energy will passing into Venus. Venus have to be really cautious when it gets that information from the intuition and be mindful about your intuitions because your intuitions can create aggravations that they are not existing. So basically, like every Pisces, they know don't create issues when they don't exist. Don't create a new stuff that don't exist. Just because you know how you think that the things might ending, the things is gonna end by the divine way, and that is the big lessons of Pisces. All right. Yeah, talking about those energies with Mars, it's gonna be that trigger. As I said, that is a 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. The ascendant in Gemini, it is gonna be opposing Mars, and Mars squaring the Moon, but at the same time, the ascendant squaring the Moon. Be mindful of what are you projecting within yourself, because sometimes this Pisces energy is not only to seek under the veil, but that Pisces energy is also to screwing up with your mind. And you have this mind games situations inside of it. So be mindful of what kind of like energies are you sensing in there. The ascendant is going to be very good with this Aquarius energies, but that midheaven that is a at Aquarius is going to be squaring Venus, and that is going to put pressures in the Venus at this time. Okay, so be mindful about what you rebelling against it. All right, the proper way is to rebel towards the drama, towards the trauma, and so on, but propel yourself to look inside of you. What is the best things I can do in certain situations? What is the best things that I have to achieve and grow and be going forward? So talking about going forward, you're gonna be growing because of family. Okay. Currently, the way the energy is about that, that ascendant is gonna be opposing the Sun and Mercury retrograde. In there, pretty soon is gonna be, we're talking about within the next weeks, they're gonna be experiencing Mars opposing all that. But that is all connecting with who? Neptune and 24 degrees, that is in Pisces. And this is what we're talking about again, about this uh, mind projections, mind illusions, mind games in there within the authority, and be mindful about those energies. For real, be mindful about it. What you need to focus is looking at in you. What are you telling yourself? Because if you're telling yourself that the illusions is truth, you're reacting on the base out of illusions, and then there is a problem, and you're wondering why the things is not working. Well, you did this mind games within you. Compared to if you look at it within the truth, then the truth begins to work within yourself. You look at it behind the veil, and you're like, oh, now I got it. What the truth is. Now you're digging out the truth, and you work from there. Too much. Too much. Too much. Yeah. Talking about those energies, about the moon that is here right now in Pisces, as you see it, this beautiful blue triangle between Venus ascendant and midheaven, together with the moon. It is about family. Okay, that is the purpose of the mother. That's what the purpose of the intuitions, to become the best mother, to look at that energies there and to have that mysteries. But currently, with that energy towards Mars, in there, that Mars, he's currently only looking for the divine. And this is going to be one of the hours that be mindful how you trigger these energies. Okay. Those triggers within those energies can, as I said, you Stay on top of yourself. If you feel a pressure, if you feel things, that is it, the things that tells you stay away, go away. It's pressure. Let's get out. All right. And looking at the other side, it is about the family. Is about at family energies inside of it, but Mars is in divine energies with the ascendant. That is it, the Mars, that is it, the warrior who understand he's the protector of the family, but he also does that protection for what? To create this family. But especially with this Uranus going retrograde, Mars is learning of what the universe has for it. What is it doing it in there? And he doesn't need someone to play with his mind. So if somebody's playing with your mind in there, and the intuition is playing it within you as a internal warrior, look at it different ways. Okay, the best way to do is looking what the universe has for you. As you've been done it, now you have to practice. And talking about in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 6 p.m. In there, as you see it, those beautiful energies with Neptune is going to come. You're doing it this for the family. If you're in the right energies about family, if you did that transformations inside of you, everything's going to be okay. What is not going to be okay? The authority. The authority sees that if it's not made for divine purposes, which is the sun, and we're talking about this energy from the ascendant that is highlighted with the sun, and you see this really, really red lineup here for it. If the authority sees that they're not doing the things by the divine way, they are going to be going and look at it for the divine, and they're going to suppress that energy. All right. So you have to be very mindful of that inner work is to ending certain things. And on one side, you have to ending the authority to say how the things to be. But on the other side, you also have to ending when somebody tells you what the things they should be, when you know the divine way. So that way you're looking at those energies in totally different, higher point of view within yourself. And be mindful about father relationships at this point. Don't bring things that doesn't have to, because in the next hour, the ascendant, as you see it, going to Leo, that is going to be opposing Pluto, but it's also going to be a squaring Jupiter. And now, if you're not growing, what are you doing? You're not transforming. We talk about those energies, especially that right now Saturn and Mercury retrograde have this yacht in there. It is about you to learn and re-talk to yourself of the limitations you have from within you. You don't want to grow, nobody can make you grow. But if you decide to use the divine energies and the evolutions that never stops, you are going to be flowing. You're going to be flowing because Mercury is connecting to Jupiter, who is retrograde. And that energies are all connecting with Saturn. You're finding those limitations inside of you and you work them out. You learn it how to overcome them. You learn how to pass threshold. You learn how to break the walls. But it's only learning, not doing. The doing part is going to come in when Mercury turns direct, and it's going to be come back at the same time. Also, Jupiter is going to be turning direct, and he's going to be there. So be mindful about this. All right, so talking about 8 o'clock in the afternoon, the ascendant is still at Leo. It's going to be squaring Venus and Uranus in there. But at the same time, that energy of Venus and the moon is going to be very interesting to see, very powerful to look, because the divine energies that comes in here, they're going to be helping a lot. And here is what you need to understand, that intuition sometimes it is have to be connecting with in you. So if you are doing this mind games or these manipulations for manifestations and so on and so on, divine is going to be telling you with that little voice of the soul inside of you, do you think what you're doing is right? Do you think what you're doing it is approved by the divine? What do you think the divine thinks about what you just did? You put informations that is not there, and you're aggravating things inside of you. That is going to be this Mars Moon situations inside of it. So look at it on that options in there, but also Neptune, who is right now also squaring the Sun. It is about this energy as well. So looking inside of within you, because at the same time, Mars is very beautiful with this energy of Leo to put that courage in there. But that is it, the king. Okay, that is it, the warrior who stays next to his king, and he's like, you know what? I understand, and let God shows the way. Because right now Mars and the Sun, they're both in divine energies with Uranus. All right, so talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock, interesting energies. That's going to be a Pluto and Neptune have the divine energy. As you pay attention, it's working on that Leo's energy, that ego polishing. Maybe some people are feeling a little bit pressed in there. But that ascendant is squaring Uranus, and this is what I'm talking about with that inner fights in there. If you don't like what the universe is bringing to you, the universe is gonna pushing you more down, down, and down. And if you feel that energy of going down, down, and down in there, if you don't have the light within you, you're going more within the darkness. So be mindful with what you're telling within yourself about the darkness that you're experiencing, about love. You need to understand the only way you to find your power of the soul is when you are alone within the darkness, and the only light you see is from your own soul. All right, so talking about 10 o'clock, the ascendant is at Virgo, very beautiful healing energies with Jupiter and a Mercury retrograde. What are you telling yourself? That you have to revisit the things that you talk to yourself, and you have to revisit the growth in the material world. Okay, that is gonna be a best ways to describe this energy. But the midheaven that is a between Taurus and Gemini, it is about kind of like what are you gonna achieve at the end of the days before you die? What are you gonna be doing in there within the material world? What are you gonna be getting in there? Because Saturn is right now in Pisces, which is represent the ending of the world, ending of a cycle, life cycle is in there. And look at within yourself, because when you leave this world, this plane of existence of the physical realm, you're not gonna take anything from here. But the only thing that you can take is your happy and lovely experience in this world as a soul that has a physical experience. You do that, that's mean you're transformed. As you see, this energy from Pluto towards the midheaven is going to be helping you out tremendously. And talking about this energy at 11 o'clock, as you see it, a lot of red is coming up here. That is that ascendant at 17 degrees of Virgo, and midheaven is at 18 degrees of Gemini. It's all about these masculine energies. This is why try not to pushing it too much through the days with this emotion, specifically talking about with the moon and that, because this is kind of like you boil the water, boil the water, boil the water, and the water just turns to a volcano. You pushing the warrior, you pushing the warrior, he keep calm, he keep calm, he keep calm, and all of a sudden blowing the fuses. And be mindful about that energies there before you go to bed. The best thing it is following the divine, and it's like, you know what, I'm not worried about this, I'm gonna let the divine does its work. And here's what happens: when you're following these divine's energies here, they're going to the Uranus, and from Uranus they give you the proper visions of acting within yourself, the proper understanding of love within yourself, and then that energy is coming in to give you the mysteries that go back into the universe. Otherwise, if you got the wrong idea, the wrong ego intuition, as I say, and you have this manipulation for manifestations that is affecting that nobody loves you, nobody getting in there. Of Mars, it's like, what the heck did I did? I did nothing wrong. Why are you pushing me about this? Wrong idea about the authority. And since this push from Uranus towards Venus is about it, you are finding yourself in a tough spot. The only thing it is trust, surrender, and let go of the divine to do its work within you. All you have to do is cooperate. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If there is any comments or concerns, you can email me or make in the comments below. Below, guys, and good luck.